Yes, but if you read the books, the author clearly states the multiverse ending is canon.
Hey there.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? Yeah, back in the day, you would never... Ugh. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the Disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the Disciples. Now look at us. I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the Disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers. Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Right. It's a mood. You feel me?
This place is where it's at.
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Sauvage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested?
And they haven't made drinking velocity a job just yet.
There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line. But I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to. Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers? Very useful. I like it. Done anything special? Something that might impress us? You dealt with a terror morph? Holy shit. You actually did, didn't you? Well, yeah, that certainly is impressive. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. If you're a striker, it means the Disciples are going to come after you hard. But you do this, we know you can hack it, and you're willing to risk your neck. We're fully in alignment there.
Joining a street gang was not something I felt we needed to do today, but so be it.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a Slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogal. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
Don't break a leg! because it's an audition. Whatever.
Don't blow it. It took weeks to find this lead.
Do what it takes to survive. You're no use to anyone dead.
Eager to help, if I can. A good team always shares the load. I appreciate our little discussions, you know.
If you hurt any of the strikers, I will break you.
What if I just stormed into Benjamin Barry's office and demanded a job?
You think he'd like that? That's the spirit, Moshe. Don't just gaze at this.
Madame. Jerry is my father.
Ah, Neon. Instant sensory overload.
Above the scum and right anywhere in the galaxy.
Speak with me only if you have what it takes to do tracker work.
someone who gives a damn. You're in Showdown, you know the power. You'll enter a world unlike any other in the
Madame, Sauvages.
Hey there!
If the disciples spot you, they're gonna attack straight away. There's no
pulled this
shame if
off,
you just
and I'll
walk
be your
away
number one
and go back
fan.
to your pretty little life. The disciples have got the numbers. They've got the guns. What we have left are the diehards. But we are a family. We genuinely care about each other and have each other's back. So, we may be down, but we are not beaten. I had another life, but I lost it all. Taken from me. Vogal and I were cast out on the street. We couldn't find work after months. Things got dark. So crime was the only option. We picked up misfits and unfortunates from there, but all of them fighters. Willing to do anything it takes. Madame Sauvage is a serious player in Ebside. For previous favors rendered, she's protecting us, and even the disciples won't go against her. But we take one step outside, and all bets are off. Huh. So you did the job, and nobody had to die. That was one hell of an audition. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning. As soon as I realized that the disciples had sniper rifles and assault rifles, I ordered everyone to go to ground. But we can't keep it up forever. All we need to be back in the game are weapons of our own. Trying to score points with the boss. Smart play, new fish. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
Oh, I will see the disciples ended one day. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong. Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life, everything. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood, pretty much always. Andrea does what she has to. Respect that. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak. Oh yes, every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the head. But the strikers and Briggs took me in, gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything. You are funny. Funny won't keep you alive. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance. Here are 3 locations. Good. If you need things too, I can hook you up. It's my job to make sure all the strikers have what they need. Good luck. A lot of the signs are high up. Be careful up there. Very dangerous. Many don't. You can find corpses anywhere. No one notices anymore. And the lucky ones, they have to sell themselves, their soul, beliefs, anything and everything. There is no hope here, only the struggle. The strikers steal all sorts of things. I handle the stash. Not sure why me, although I don't think anyone would trust Vogal or Andrea to do it. Yeah. Always keep your eyes open.
The Ebside strikers used to rule the streets. Well, some of them.
So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right?
That's right. Friendship. Family.
You're gonna do great here. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. Wasn't that long ago that we held our own against the Disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something? Everything was pretty fine till a couple years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the Disciples wanted all of Ebside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. All of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down.
Talk later.
Can I get you something?
So, you're part of the gang now, huh? Welcome, then. Don't be too put out if it takes a while for the hooligans to warm up to you. They ain't big on outsiders. Really? They are? Son of a bitch. So apparently it's just me they had a problem with. I mean, I wasn't at my best, but still. Really classy. Me? No and hell no. I used to be a trader. Had a top-of-the-line tie-out, a flush bank account. I was at the top of my game. Then one really epic crash at the Astral Lounge and poof, gone. Bye-bye. Woke up in the gutter, and I've been trying to crawl out ever since. The whole damn system is rigged. They rope you into the lounge and just suck your credits dry. Then, when you got nothing, you're just another junkie in Ebside. No way to make credits and get out. If it weren't for the strikers, well, you get the picture. And I'm the poster child. Anyway, you need anything else? Yeah. Well, maybe. Man, when you're tripping Aurora, it's like nothing else. But it can eat you up. Stay clear, kid. Trust me on it. I have a few hustles of my own. Plus, I'm not bad at a bit of the stand and deliver. Haven't had to end too many people. Yet. Times are bad now, though. You know where to find me.
What can I get you today?
Got a problem?
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. But they think it is, and that makes them dangerous.
What is this I heard about? What time is it?
It's me.
What have we here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism, huh? There's a steep fine for that. Zero tolerance. Tell you what, you pay the fine now, and I'll let you off with a warning. Or things are going to get messy. Maybe. But as soon as you started putting up a striker gang sign, that crosses the line. You're one of ours. This just got complicated. Yeah, I hear that. Fine. Just get out of here.
Best not to leave anything useful behind. I'd like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Crimson Fleet seems to be
Reach our
everywhere.
unique starship of Six Outfitters, and you'll enter a world called. Our trained and certified physicians are qualified to.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well. You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogal to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogal. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. Then today's your lucky day.
I am, in fact, feeling rather lucky.
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us. All the strikers owe you big time. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back, with interest. Now's the time for the strikers to make a comeback.
Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind. You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh way back. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But poor Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class act they are, they fired him, and later even sued him. So it was him and I on the streets. I helped him through rehab. The Ebside strikers sort of grew around us. You better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins. No promises. The till's running empty. So if I happen to see some marks on the way, then the fishies better pay up, know what I mean? Well, Briggs ain't the only one thinking round here. Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others. Fun time.
We love a down, haven't you?
Stay out of trouble or
Neuroamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs. Got those too.
If you're looking for supplies, this is the place. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it. Because they're bottom-feeding parasites. They steal and murder, and security couldn't care less. Us businessmen have to draw a line somewhere, and this is mine. They are definitely the lesser evil. All right already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal. I don't want anything to do with this madness after that. I'll send the armor to Madame Sauvage's. Have a nice day.
Now, James?
Those two. Just don't even bother with...
I do feel
anything of value? I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Shit! Run away!
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
And that's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol? Hell, at first I thought you were some dumb thrill seeker. But you're, well, pretty awesome. Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back?
Then we all go in together. You heard the plan. Let's do it.
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now!
Security. I'd recognize that condescending tone anywhere. Hands off weapons. Damn it.
You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence. A bit of murder. Word is, all of this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh? You would know the first thing about my job. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security Black. Or, you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. The best way to fight gang violence is getting your own pet gang. Trust me, they'll fit right in on the force. Free to go as far away from here as you like. The further the better, in my book. Setting street rat against street rat is pretty elegant, right? Don't take too long. Time to onboard the new hires.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Epside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who in Epside? What's your take? We've been struggling just to feed ourselves. Having a salary again. Hard to believe.
Just consider where that salary comes from and what it may be conditioned upon.
Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us, know we'll be forever grateful. With resources and backup, the streets are gonna be safer. It looks like the strikers are retiring. And here's your cut.
The spoils. I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
The hell do you want?
Core Kinetics isn't the only game in town, you know. Sometimes, Styx, I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path. If I flipped the coin of life and it came out heads instead of tails.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, you got a point. I would have screwed it up either way. If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them.
We should totally go shopping sometime.
Oh, I don't know. Stuff things in your pocket and run. Rob me at gunpoint. Shoot me in the head. I've survived on Neon far too long to take any chances. My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. See that giant Model A right over there? Yeah, that's Styx. And if I were you, I wouldn't get on his bad side. He has a very short temper. That's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal. I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payment stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder. Slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too. Until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. You'd do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you. Look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm not the most popular guy on the block, and that suits me fine. But this person took it too far, made it personal. I'm not about to let some delinquent hassle the only friend that I have. Huh. I'm glad you see Styx as more than just a possession. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. Warlord's one of the Disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. You know, Styx,
have the time,
crime in the city
I
gets
wish
worse
to
by the
speak
day.
to you.
Vandals, thieves, gangs.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
What don't you understand, Styx? Crime happens because the people in charge let it happen.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, you're sorry. You're always goddamn sorry. Try actually doing something about it for once.
I think I'm going to try it out for myself.
All weapons are currently 0% off. Security scan complete. Threat level maximum. Enjoy your stay. Frank Renick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. My primary function is security and protection. I'm sorry. Your inquiry is invalid. Neon Tactical deals in weapons and armor for use in combat, for paint, and home decor. Please visit the appropriate vendor. End query.
Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Understood. Current data shows revenue has decreased 13.7%.
Yeah, so business sucks. Tell me something I don't know, Styx.
Affirmative. The word nurdle refers to a blob of toothpaste placed on the bristles of a toothbrush.
No, Styx, I didn't mean to literally tell me. Yeah, forget it. Good talk. You ever get nightmares, Styx?
Seek Hatchet Outfitters. If we don't have it, we can get it. You know the power. Above the stars and light.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. Hello, excellent to see you.
Boss. Your tag's still on it.
Ha! And it's gonna stay that way. If that old Cyclops knows what's good for him.
I'll have that ready for you shortly.
Thanks, Micah.
I'm an artist. If you want, I can turn your ribcage into a knife.
I'm watching you.
You like art? Then you should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tactical. It's my best work. Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint. Euphoric is home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and thieves. Now, I haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means I'm due.
Are you in a gang?
You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd stink for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood. We're under attack!
Someone needs to do something!
If you have the time, I wish
Care
to
for another
speak to
chimera?
Sure. Thanks, Micah. And keep them coming. It's been a rough day.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today.
Once you step inside, it's all chill.
Emporium, Neon's premier station in space. Ready to make your ultimate discovery? Step through the door.
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, I didn't get her either. Not at first. But then I realized she wasn't a miner. She was a gold digger. How did I know? 'Cause all she ever wanted was mine. Get it? Yeah, you get it, Styx. You're laughing under that thing, I can tell.
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Need a weapon? Maybe some ammo? What can I get you? Good work. I hope you made him squirm. So you shut him up for good. Well, it's not exactly what I asked, but it's what he deserved. To say that punk had it coming is the understatement of the century. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. Sometimes, Styx, I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path. If I flipped the coin of life and it came out heads instead of tails.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.